Alright, here we go. Starting up Diablo 3 at Act 1, because, you know, all things happen in 4 acts, I
At
think is what it
12,
was.
I swore the oath,
12.
leaving home and family.
Yes.
At 16, I saw my master die.
Ah, that sounds
I
pretty
took
terrible.
up his shield and his name,
Ah.
and on that day, I became a crusader.
By the way, I think that's
Armored
me.
by faith, driven by duty, bound to kill the enemies of Zakarum, sworn to live as a crusader and to die as one. Now, corruption returns to the hearts of men.
Oh yeah?
They see it in the eyes of the mad, hear it in the howling of the damned.
Oh yeah?
A falling star in the west leads me to the town of New Tristram.
New Tristram, not Old Tristram, because that got destroyed.
The
Remember
Crusade
this.
calls me, and so I go.
Well, at least we got motive, you know? I never really... I think all the other ones are they're all pretty funny motives for everybody else. What is this? Unspent Paragon points. We're just not going to spend Paragon points. I'm going to not utilize Paragon points.
There is death here
New
too.
Tristram. I want to read this. Oh, that's just a welcome sign. I thought it was a reading thing. Okay, first of all, that's beautiful. But, oh, okay, so that's my shield bash. Why's my shield bash on that click? That's dumb. Okay, you don't have to tell me how to attack, game. You really don't have to tell me how to attack. I'm gonna be, like, honest here. I know how to attack. Just beating up these risen people. They're not even full zombies. Not even a good time. Oh, I got this. They have 4 health, by the way. I want to point that out. And I don't even kill them instantly.
Greetings. I am a crusader of the Zakarum faith.
That's me.
And I saw a star
You're all
fall
right
over this
here.
town.
It fell on the old cathedral.
Yeah?
There was only one survivor, Leah.
Oh,
You should speak
Leah.
with her.
Okay.
Captain Rumford.
Suppose I should speak with Leah.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
Okay, fine.
They keep coming.
I want to point out that I don't want to spend my Paragon points, because that's just gonna make this not even a challenge. Basically, I played the game too much, and because of that, I have Paragon points.
I've never seen anyone fight like that.
But on the bright
before.
side, ooh, what can I do?
Open the
You have
gates.
your
Find
secondary
Leah at the
skills. I
slaughtered
understand what
calf
these
inn.
are, but I only like partially pay attention. Okay. What is this? Shield bash? Okay. Was there? Did I get anything out of that? Did I level up? I leveled up, right? Did I get anything out of level up? No. We're not opening the Paragon. Yeah, because I have way too much Paragon XP, by the way. Way too much Paragon XP. I've played the game too much as other classes. I haven't played as this class, so thankfully I don't know what this class does. But I've played every other class, so I know way too much about how to run through this. But of course, I knew all of this about 4-ish years ago, I would say. So on the bright side,
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that New Tristram sprang up to accommodate them.
oh okay.
Fewer travelers visit now, though,
Look at all the dead
and the
people over
town
here.
is mostly
They're, like, dying or
populated
something.
by
These people look
craftsmen
dead.
and farmers.
Well, that was interesting. By the way, the person who talked there, we get to meet later, but he's very iconic for the whole like game. He's an iconic character, so just knowing about him is probably one of those things. But we'll meet him soon enough, and like it'll be there.
Are you Leah? They tell me you survived the falling star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard
That's the
Cain
guy.
into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising.
I
came
think she
back
could have
here to
taken
rally
it.
the militia.
I want to point that out. She probably could have
Watch
taken
out!
him.
The wounded are turning.
Oh, what the? What was that?
Killing business.
Shield bash. Punish. Oh, I see. Hold up. Skills. Where is it? Skill tree? Okay, I see. Primary needs to be... requires a shield. So I punish with a shield. And this one requires a shield as well. I want to point that out. Yeah. I literally don't have a main attack. That's silly. So yeah, I don't have a main attack. I have Wrath, apparently. Is empowered by Wrath. So basically each thing has a little cost or whatever. This generates Wrath, by the way. This costs 30 Wrath. So that's
The
what
dead
this
will
is.
overwhelm us all unless something is done.
That, yeah,
Something like
usually.
putting the dead back to sleep? I can do that.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Yeah, I can do that. That's a really awkward thing to say. By the way, this is her room. There's Leia's book. Let's read it.
We've been under siege for 6 days now.
It's her journal, by the way.
Uncle
I'm
Deckard is
reading it.
still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope.
Oh, are they?
I tell them not to lose faith. But if help doesn't arrive soon...
Yeah. If help doesn't arrive soon, it's a bad time. Also, I love about this game is the fact that you don't have to, like, if you go through a place, it doesn't stop the story or whatever. Oh.
My brother died defending
Okay.
this town.
I won't then.
Loaded
I won't lift a finger.
I
Hey.
promised Marco I'd protect him, but now he's dead.
There's a bunch of merchants in here, by the way. They're just laying around, doing their thing. Probably because I have, like, most of them unlocked, but I'm gonna find them and try to do it that way.
I've come to help. How do we stop these risen dead?
You beat them up
I
a
admire
bunch?
your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things.
Oh,
Only
yeah, I survived. But you're a captain as
Have
well.
faith, Captain. Have faith.
Do it.
Well, I
Well,
have
also,
seen
he's a
you
crusader,
fight.
so of course he's gonna
Strike
say
at
have
the
faith.
wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors. They're attacking the barricades!
Oh, yeah? Are they? Boom!
There. That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the
New
road.
lore.
I,
Wretched mother.
Deckard Cain, have spent many years traveling and writing about the strange creatures in our world. But the sight of the wretched mothers still haunts me. They
A lot
are
of
the
things would
remnants
haunt
of
you.
Queen Asilla's slaughtered handmaidens who were twisted by foul magic. Now they feast upon cadavers and regurgitate them as newly formed, risen dead.
Also, basically what I'm gonna do is not, also, there's another
I
one.
will never forget the first time
There we
I
go.
saw these horrors shambling out of the misty woods. Our loved ones, buried long ago, rose from their graves and began to
There we go.
attack
Got
the
those.
living.
Got the shields.
However, the risen dead were only the beginning.
Boom! I also want to point out that, the reason why I'm not using Paragon points, I might use them later, but the reason why I'm not using Paragon points is basically because it gives you an advantage. It's basically so, like, all your characters get an advantage for being played. And so it's like, if you play enough on, like, one character, you can get, like, an advantage with all your other characters. But, you know, I think it's a little silly if I were to just, like, start the game and get an advantage. Because it's not a mild advantage either. It's a pretty, I would say it's a pretty substantial advantage. Especially considering that they're made for, like, higher level characters. So, it's a pretty big advantage. Ooh. Also, you get, like, little buffs like that, the one that just popped up there. That, like, gave you experience for that. You get those for, like, kill streaks and things like that in this game. Which is kind of nice, because in other games it never, like, other versions of the game it never had it. But, it's kind of just a nice thing to add. Inventory. Magic item. Ooh. Okay, that's not bad. What are my skills? Do I have anything? Did I get... Oh, I got no primary. Slash. Oh, Caught in Flame. Dude, that looks sweet. Let me try it. Oh, ho, ho! Hey, flames. That's nice.
Young quill fiends. The mother can't be far.
Oh, okay. Whatever you say, dude.
Well, that's done.
That is done, you're right. That's how you deal with it right there. I'm putting on a bunch of clothing, and apparently it's gonna help defend me. Yeah, so also, especially in the beginning of the game, it's super, like, you would think that, oh no, it's, like, gonna be hard to start off with. It's, like, really easy to start off with. Like, you start off a pretty easy part of the game, and then, like, it starts to get harder over time. Like, it never walks you into this game. Which is kind of, like, one of the things I like about it, is that it never walks you in, and you're, like, gonna die immediately. Like, you shouldn't die for a little bit in the, like, first chapters is usually what happens. It's usually, like, dying in the first area is kind of, like, either because you, like, were just, like, being a little silly or something like that, or you just charged, like, too many people. Like, that can always happen, but, like, they try not to have you die in the beginning. Obviously,
I will enjoy
with all
this.
things, you can still die. Like it's never a guarantee, I would say. Okay, here we go. Boom. Just running around, really. There we go. See, and then I also like how it displays their health above it. I don't think that's, I think that's something I can actually turn off, but I'm not going to because of the fact that I enjoy it. I enjoy knowing how much health they have left. It's like kind of one of those things where I'm like, you know, if I was actually there, I would know whether or not they, are about to die or not. And since the game won't animate that for me, I'm glad that they just tell me. I want to point out also that I have like a really good multi-hit for like most of my attacks. Because they kind of don't. It's kind of like one of the things in this game is that you have to take on hordes of people. It's never a one-on-one fight in this, except for like bosses, and those are usually not even one-on-one. So I would say that I don't think most fights in this game are one-on-one. Even like boss battles, usually they have minions that are there. But like sometimes they don't. So, you know, sometimes it is just a one-on-one, but they're like significantly like actually good at their job, like versus everything else. Yes, it should slow the attacks, but there's apparently a boss, Wretched Mother. Or I should say the Wretched Mother Queen is there. And I don't think she's actually a good boss, I think she's just literally like the first boss, which is kind of like goodness, Diablo 2's like, what is it? I think it's, I'm trying to think of her name. Goodness. I think it's like the Raven, like, person? It's like Bloody Raven? Maybe something like that? But basically, she's like the first quote-unquote boss you fight in that game, and she's surprisingly not terrible, but she's also like pretty bad. Like she's not good. But she actually, like, surprisingly enough, could actually kill you.
Tristram.
Like, if you weren't
Diablo
doing your job
himself
right
was
and
here.
you, like, ran in there and you didn't, like, try to, like, finagle it, you would probably die. But, you know, that person right there is not actually that strong. So, that was pretty easy. I would say that the little mini-bosses on the way here were even better than that. Oh, by the way, it's Wart's fine weapons. Where's Wart's stuff? Can I use a sword, by the way? Can I use a sword? Oi, I'm trying to see if I can use a sword. I can? Oh, heck yeah, now I can be a sword user. Okay, well that's dumb. That's better. This game is really, by the way, I'm going to literally just drop off everything that I don't want. Not because normally I do this, but because of the fact that this is a new game, I want to point out that basically everything I'm going to pick up is never going to be better than what I have, like, stored around. I would say that, like, basically if I were to put anything in my stash, it would not make sense to do that, which is, by the way, where you store all your stuff in, is that area. But the whole reason I'm not going to do that is because of the fact that, like, all the stuff I have in there is way better than what I'm probably going to pick up. Actually, I guarantee it's better than what I'm going to pick up unless I start playing this to, like, really, really hard difficulties. And, I mean, we'll get there when we get there, but until then, I'm going to just say that, it's kind of... Oh, wow, we got a shield gate? What's this? Ah, hey! Hey, I'm trying to find out what shield gate does. Shield glare, not gate. Light erupts from your shield, blinding all enemies in front of me. Wow, it's almost like this character requires a shield. I think I picked that up really fast, that this character requires a shield. Because they seem to require a shield. Okay, New Tristram. Oh, I like that map. I think they updated that. That's nice. Sorry, before they used to do it a different way, and I kind of like the new map look for it.
Thank you for your help.
That was really
But
nice.
Could you talk some sense into Leah?
Sure.
She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
I'm not going to give up.
She's brave. With help, she may yet save Cain.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to really talk her out of it there. Recovery is plus 131.6% because you regain an additional 4 life per second, which I have 202. But I lose toughness, so really don't care.
Leah, let's find your
Book of
uncle.
Cain.
We'll need to open the cathedral first.
Okay.
The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Who's Adria? By the way, I know all these questions. I'm just going to basically ask a bunch of, like, to me, really obvious questions. Well, I'm sorry, yeah, really obvious questions is basically what I'm going to ask. But really, they're not that obvious. It's because most of the time, people haven't played the game 20 times and just know all the answers by this
Adria
point.
was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young.
Yeah, so
I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
she's gonna basically everybody in the game's gonna explain everything that I already know, and I'm gonna try and pick up like all the books so that way like all the possible lore that you could get with it will come with it. So that way, no matter what, you'll know as much as possible about everything. And hopefully that will be like enough to get all the information you could possibly need for it. Also, I don't like how they changed that from a flat experience buff to like an amount like modifier for it, which I think is probably a good idea, but like by all means I think it was
A
silly.
hidden cellar.
I liked the
Follow
other
me.
way when it would just be like you just gain like this much XP or whatever. It could be the same thing, it just looks better if I get like a flat rate of XP instead of it not telling me how much I
People
got.
said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
I never believed it either, but there is a cauldron right there in the middle, so I'm gonna say she's a witch. There we go. Cloth pants. Ooh, what do those do? Oh, look at that. It's better than what I have. We can just drop all these things, by the way. Let's just start dropping. I'm just gonna drop everything that's not important, really. Whereas, like,
Here's the
I normally.
key.
Oh, you
And my
found the
mother's
key!
Journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing.
Oh, yeah?
I want to know more
How long
about
did you-
her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
How
I
long?
will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Yeah, like, I'm not even kidding.
Aiden came to me last night. I
it's
suspected
your
what
journal.
was
Okay, good.
lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could.
Uh-huh.
Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
Yeah, that was, interesting, I would say. It was an interesting little thing there. Also, I want to point out that she took literally like 3 seconds to read that, and that was what really threw me for a loop there. Because I was like, how is she reading that? What do you mean? What's up? Accept? What is this? Oh, go on a sweeping attack. Sweep a mystical flail through enemies before dealing a large amount of damage. Okay. Also want to point out that, like, for the beginning, I'm really going to just be, like, clicking abilities, and when they level up to a new ability, I'm going to be using them. Until, like, really in there when I find out, like, a really good ability that I like a lot, in which case I'll probably just keep it. But I will change to the
fight
other
is over
abilities
for this
always, just to make sure that, like, you know, I'm not, like... like, just because I like an ability, doesn't mean, like, the one after it's not better. Which is why, like, they exist. But always, like, some of the... I would say that each ability is less of a one's better than the other versus like one's just more useful than the other. Like I think they did a really good job of making it so that like all the abilities aren't like if you pick an ability over another ability, it's usually because like the ability's pretty good too. Like there's not like a set this ability is probably the best. Even though they're probably objectively speaking is the best ability based on what you have as items. And like other things, like there's obviously probably an objectively like this is the best for you type ability, but like oh well that's reassuring that I'm just gonna jump down. Yeah, I must be like freaking Iron Man. I didn't even drop a rope or anything. I'm just jumping in,
The star is
being
close.
like screw it, I'll come back. Also, one of my favorite abilities is just dropping things on people. Because, for whatever reason, the environment can kill people super easily in this game. And, like, nobody really bats an eye about the environment killing people. And it's just like, oh yeah, the environment just killed everybody, don't worry about it. Oh, hold up. There's lore.
Some foul new disease has taken hold in this land, and the
Okay.
carrion bats are near the heart of it.
Okay.
Since returning to Tristram, I have seen their numbers surge.
Okay.
The evil forces that linger here give them strength.
Okay.
And I fear that the worst is yet to come.
Oh. I didn't see the other part there. But I'm glad that it hit it anyway. Pulverize. Whee! Kind of flying around a little bit. Okay, here we are.
That creature must die.
Gotta take him down. There we go. Gonna beat the crap out of these guys. Yeah. Hit him up. Okay, there we are. Oh, that's just trash. Even though it gives me like 1 strength. That's pretty trash. Black mushrooms.
Impressive mushrooms.
I want to point out that this is probably... Oh. 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 Apparently the witch Adria is searching for that. Didn't know she was searching for it. Also, isn't she supposed to like be dead or whatever? But by all means, let's act like she's alive to give her a quest item. So apparently, either I'm talking to the dead soon, or
I don't want to change.
Or option number 2, she's still alive and we just didn't know that she was dead. I like option number 1 the most, but that's just because I like the concept of talking to the dead. Also, I think it also exists in here, the concept of talking to the dead, because I know like there's a bunch of spirits that you talk to. Like literally anybody can talk to them, by the way. Like it's quest important that you talk to like some spirits. So it's kind of funny that like, you know. Oh dang it, I missed the lore on that. I'm sorry. Here, I would bring it up, but I don't know how to do it the fancy way. So I'm gonna also hope to click all the lore objects there, because I don't wanna miss the lore for it. But I'm assuming it was the lore for those giant fat things, which are like kind of just there.
Cower before Zakarum.
Okay, I think that's his god, but I'm unsure, because it's definitely not me. Maybe it's like my master? I don't know. Ooh, stone. Boom, hit him. Oh, here we go. Did I get a multi-kill for that? Come on. Come on, I should have got a multi-kill for that. Should have. Okay, here we go. What's over here? Oh, the quest marker thing appeared, so it's over there. Wow. Also want to point that out, that in this game, quest markers really do help a lot. So here's the, not that map. There's the map that I'm looking for. Sorry, there's 2 maps in the game. There's the world map and this map. So it kind of shows you like how dungeons are kind of randomly generated. I usually have a really good time of getting through randomly generated dungeons. I don't know what it is, but apparently I always pick a pretty decent path to get there, I would say. Yeah, because you can see, like, I could have technically went this way, but I went this way. I avoided, like, this upper area, this area. I literally just went, like, I wouldn't say directly to it, but, like, close enough to directly to it that it was kind of nice. Okay, well, this drops everything else, but, like, I kind of want this. So I'm gonna go throw that on and get rid of those. Oryx Passage. Hey, what's up, Oryx?
Oh, minions!
Aw,
Stay
Deckard,
back.
what's up?
Back!
Aw,
May this
Deckard,
wet
no!
hold.
Deckard! Kane, I need you.
The skeleton king?
The power of the fallen star
Oh.
awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones.
Okay, 2 things. 1, I'm glad that the first person they introduce as the enemy here is basically a necromancer, because it will show that I am a superior breed of person. Get off, Deckard. I have to go show that this necromancer don't know what he's doing. Probably because of the fact that, oh, Royal Executioner. I'm gonna say the whole reason why this guy doesn't know what he's doing is because of the fact that I am fighting 1 skeleton right now. I want to point that out. I'm only fighting 1 skeleton right now.
Nothing stops the crusade.
Oh, nothing stops it? Not even, like, the Crusade? Dun dun dun. Okay, now I got a spear, which is sweet.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
Oh, because,
niece
yeah, your
asked me to
niece.
find
I
you.
didn't know it was your niece, and I
agreed.
probably should have paid attention to that,
It is
but, you know.
wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst.
Okay.
I
Technically I
learned
can go
of
down
this
there
secret
eventually, but I want to
passage
follow.
through
I want to
old
follow Deckard
maps
Kane
I
first because
found.
it's the quest. Deckard Kane, man
We
of the
must
legends.
Discuss the fallen star. follow me.
Sure, Deckard. Whatever you say. Literally whatever you say, Deckard Cain. Whatever you say, dude. I'm unsure how long I'm gonna play the first. Oh, here we go. Another cutscene.
I rescued the old scholar.
I'm unsure how long I'm gonna make the
from
first
him
episode
that a creature
here.
called the Skeleton King stands between me and the star.
Yes, of course.
But not for long.
Basically, I don't know how long I'm gonna continue on this game for, because I'm unsure if I should like go to a certain point or not, or if I should just do a certain amount of time. But like, I'm thinking I'm gonna make this one a longer one
your friend here.
than normal.
It was
I
my
would say in
duty to
general.
help. Now, I would know of the falling star.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Interesting, Deckard.
Please,
But whatever you
Uncle,
say.
Not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
She's right about that. Oh, bracers. What do these do? Do I even have bracers? I don't. Woo!
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric.
Oh, Leoric's
He
the
was
Skeleton
driven
King?
mad by
What?
Diablo's evil.
Leoric's a cool guy, by the
He
way.
lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated.
Yeah, I mean,
now
seriously.
It seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
Well, I mean,
And I will be the cure.
yeah, exactly.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts.
By the way, if you really wanna like notice something,
You should
basically the game will give me people that I'm not supposed to have yet because of the fact that I beat the game, so it expects me to know about them and all these things. I'm going to basically ignore them.
Horrors have visited
I'm gonna ignore
Tristram before,
everybody
and it endured.
unless I find them.
But what of the
So I'm gonna try to ignore everybody. By the way, the guy who was sitting here earlier was the guy, so I'm supposed to find him right here, and that's when I'm supposed to first meet him, is through this. So he's technically not supposed to be here this whole time, but I've literally known about him the whole time. So like he was chilling there until like now. So we're going to Kane's house first, because I'm pretty sure Kane has a. Yep, there it is.
We have come
There
at
we go.
last to
Found the first one.
Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind.
Yep.
This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
Okay, first of all, two things. He was talking there, so I didn't really want to interrupt his monologue. But second thing, it's already on part 3, so apparently I missed part 2. I'm disappointed that I missed part 2.
Uncle
I wish I
Deckard
knew
is
how to
home,
find part 2.
Rescued from the clutches of the Skeleton King.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
right?
so glad. But
Oh,
the Skeleton
I think I
King,
know how the-
I thought he was a folktale.
I think I
The
know
idea
where it is.
of Mad King Leoric returning to torture
I
this
think I have
place.
to do the first
Hasn't
quest
Tristram suffered enough?
and then check it again. I didn't check it the second when I got back the first time. So it technically, there was probably a journal that time. But whatever. Here we go.
Are you Hadrig?
Hadrig.
Deckard Cain said you could help me find the crown of Leoric.
Not now. It's my wife. She's
Mhm.
locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten.
So
I'm to
she has
put
been
them
bitten?
all down.
Oh.
But how can I kill my own wife?
Okay. I don't know.
It is a hard burden you bear. I will help.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
mean, I will.
Follow me.
I will help, because honestly, why not? I mean, seriously, like, why not help? Because he's not going to do anything else until this is done, and, like, he has to kill them. Okay. Sturdy door. Where are you guys at? Boom!
Friends, I'm sorry.
Do your duty, blacksmith, no matter how hard.
Wow. This guy. Oh, that's his wife. Gotcha. Well, she's still alive, so I mean, hey, that's a
Mera,
bright side.
My love, forgive me.
What, are you going to kill her? I wouldn't do that. That's pretty mean. It's a mean thing to do.
Help me!
Oh, she's saying help me. Never mind, you can do it. Oh, nope, she's turning. I want to point out something really funny here. Her health is higher than that of the like thing that's been outside that was the queen. Just want to point that out. The game really is inconsistent with that. It likes to buff their health based on the fact of like how like far in the game you are, not anything else. So it literally is just it steadily gets harder and harder. It's not it's never based on anything else.
You owe me nothing, friend.
Yeah, basically.
But I would welcome your aid in my quest to find the crown of Leoric.
I can help you there. It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather.
Oh, your grandfather's his
You'll find
chancellor?
his tomb in a cemetery.
Who would have known?
Hollow.
Apparently everybody's related out
And if you
here.
see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Oh, you have an apprentice out there? Should I find him? What's your apprentice's name? Is it just gonna say apprentice? Like, it's one of my favorite things about like this game is that sometimes they just don't tell you anything.
Test my skill.
Okay, there we go. Oh wow, they killed each other. There we go. That's good. Okay, well that was fun. What's this thing do? Oh, drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Apparently, I've got a black mushroom in my inventory, but don't worry about that. Oh, there we go. Found new lore.
Scavengers are ugly, pathetic creatures who survive off of carrion
This
and
guy's
corpses,
also
too
a
diseased to attract any other carnivores.
a common
I did
talker
once
of
meet
these
a raggedy
stories.
fellow who claimed that he had trained one of the beasts
But I
to
don't think
bring
I ever
him
meet him.
large rats to
I'm not
eat.
sure if I'd meet him or not.
But I'm sure the story is utter nonsense.
Blessing received, by the way, so I get plus 25% XP for a little bit.
Burn in the light.
Basically means that I gotta go kill everything for a while. Oh, come on, I was so close.
My wrath is low.
Oh, your wrath is low? Is that a problem? Are you unangry right now? Have you extended all of your hate towards the demons in front of you? Sorry, I like to point out when it's weird that like certain things go away over time. They're like, I can't do this anymore. Like, why would I be able to have any more anger towards these people after I've just been like attacking them forever? It's like, I don't know. Why have you been had anger towards them in the first place? Shouldn't you like be able to continue this like at a steady amount? Ooh,
During
skeletons.
the last days of King Leoric's reign,
Yes.
even the skeletons of the ancient dead could not rest.
Oh.
They took up their broken armor and weapons once more, ready to...
The blacksmith's apprentice.
Oh,
Yet another innocent falls.
okay. Good to know. I suppose. Well, another innocent fell, I guess. Also, I want to get rid of this. I don't need the crossbow. I can't use a crossbow. Oh, there's a little legendary guy. And I want to say that this guy's probably going to be like the first quote-unquote hard fight.
I require more wrath.
Because, you know, he has a decent amount of health. He had some buddies with him. Even though he wasn't that hard of a fight, I would say that he was probably like the first like harder fight. Well, I couldn't hit him for a little bit there. That was a little sad. Pants. Ooh, look at that. Also, the game kind of is like super forgiving in the fact that like if you're killing things, it still like lets you live type thing. It's a very I would say there's different levels too. There's different like difficulties. I would say on your first difficulty, the first thing that I'm on right now, it's really forgiving. It's like you can still die and you can still get killed like pretty easily later on, but like if you're like not doing things right, you can obviously get killed pretty easily. But I think that it's super forgiving considering the other difficulties. Like the other difficulties when you are higher level are just like insanely unforgiving. And then especially like the other things that they added to the game are also like unforgiving as heck. Because, you know, they're like the first they don't want you to like die every step of your way. This isn't Dark Souls where you're like you walk out a door and they're like, we want you to literally just die as soon as you walk in. They want you to kind of get used to it. Okay.
Not enough
Vengeful.
wrath.
Vengeful, okay. Dominant, okay. I don't know what all these things are that they're giving me, but okay. Okay, that's weird. Crushing. Oh, that's a nice experience modifier. Wow.
Make your peace.
Also, want to point out that the experience modifier not only gets better the more you kill, like so, but it also affects more experience. Oh, there's a leather hood. Should I put this on? Yeah, I suppose. Why not? I should cover my face by now. I should cover my... Nobody wants to look at that. Nobody wants to look at my face after all these times. Yeah, there we go. And see, we're starting to take a little bit of damage. We're starting to see that, I would say that the endless pursuit forward is taking its toll. And that's just what happens in this game, is that it's usually just a giant, like, you have to get to the next point, and, like, it does get progressively harder to move forward at, like, a super quick pace. Well, by all means, I might. Who knows, I might just, like, so then there's places here, so I think there's, like, 3 of these, right? Around here, and, like, one of them has it, right? Beneath the frozen. Yeah, so one of these areas has it. So we're gonna see if my RNG holds up, and I'm going to find it in the first one. I'm gonna hope that I do. By the way, once again,
the tragedies in these lands have left many restless spirits in their wake, and they demand retribution. These spirits will take out their vengeance on any unsuspecting individual who may pass, for they believe that the blood of the living will yet restore the lives that were ripped away from them.
They believe this. New lore, by the way.
Demons have been known to devour their own young when no other nourishment is available. Their offspring, the imps, sometimes manage to flee and band together with other demon spawn. They rove in vicious packs, ready to descend upon the unwary traveler and rip his body to shreds with their tiny needle-sharp teeth.
Yeah. Imps, right?
Nothing stops the Crusade.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what that is, but I'm just gonna pick it up because... Oh! Ooh. It's two-handed, though. Dang. Too bad, though. Too bad. I think I'm just gonna have to get rid of it, honestly. I mean, I like it and everything, but it's two-handed.
Make
and,
your
like,
peace quickly.
I can't get rid of my abilities because most of them require a shield and some require a weapon. So, like, I can't just get rid of all my abilities. There we go.
Cower before Zakarum.
Okay, that was nice. There we go. Flying through. Oh, nope. So, also want to point something out. If you see this, this means that you did not go in the right area for any of the areas. So, like, whenever there is one of these quests that, like, say, like, you have to check multiple tombs or, like, multiple sanctums, multiple things, just multiple in general, whichever one has one of those in there means that's not the right one. So there's one here, and I think there's one up here as well. So we're going to go see. So there's the one here, there's the one here. So we're going to check this one. Hopefully this is it. I would say I'm hoping it happens sooner than later. So, and also I think I'm going to do the crown one, and then I'm going to call it for the first episode, because I'm going to say it's starting to get a little heavy on the time, a little bit, and I also don't know if I'm going to get in this one or not. And, like, otherwise, if I remembered the exact amount of time it probably takes for each thing, I would know a better stopping point, like when I would stop and whatnot. But since I don't, I'm just gonna kind of wing it. And I don't want to kind of start a quest or whatever, because, like, this is one of the games where it just starts you in an area. Like, it doesn't start you in the exact spot that you left off in, because it's a randomly generated dungeon. So it's gonna start you in, like, the general area. So that's why I'm gonna, like, in this particular run of the game, this game specifically, I'm going to do a quest. I'm going to stop after a quest is done. Like, after I do something, I'm going to try and stop. Or if I, like, complete an act. Like, if I go to the new act, I'm going to stop. Like, I'm either going to stop, like, if it forces me to the next act, I'm going to stop, like, at the next act. Or if it, like, doesn't force me, I'm going to, like, try and, like, wait until, like, the new episode to start the act. And we found the wrong place.
And here we go.
We did not, this is not it, by the way. This is not the right area. Also, I want to point out that it says survive the skeletons raised by the jar. It does not say kill the skeletons raised by the jar. It is literally just survive. So I could literally kill none of these guys and still win.
Just a little longer.
See, this is better. This is how a necromancer should attack his enemies, by the way. But I do want to try and kill as many of these as I can because of my kill streak at the bottom. Because I'm trying to get that kill streak to be good at the bottom. And then you gotta kill the remaining ones. And this guy, I don't know who Taurus is, but apparently he is the Jailer of Souls, and he is also able to summon all these crazy things in front of him. Okay, we killed him. Well, he's down.
Akarat be praised.
And we leveled up because we got a good modifier for it. That's a two-handed one. That's better than what I'm wearing, apparently. Okay. Well, ooh. Smashing. What do we got? We got Punish. We got Roar for Punish. And we got Electrify for this. So let's just do Electrify on Smashing. Ooh, we got a new one. We got Provoke. I don't know what Provoke does, but okay. Let's read it. Taunt all nearby enemies. Oh, hey, look at that. Iron Shield. Oh, okay, protecting you from most damage for a short duration. Oh, ho, ho, what? Most damage. Protection. Okay, well, I don't really care about that, but, sweet, dude. Immunity damage, right? Oh. There was two guys over here. That was dumb. Hey, the jar is open. What was in the jar? Leather gloves of that, and then belt hide of somebody else. Well, that was silly. I'm gonna go see if I can find the way out of here. Now, I'm hoping to find the way out of here. Because I'm trying to like get, all the way back. And I think it's kind of fun trying to get out of this place because, why not? Yeah, this was pretty linear after all. Which means that, well, it wasn't in this one because, I think it's a guaranteed you don't have like a side quest like this in the main one. I think it's almost a guarantee, but I'm not 100% positive. So there is a small chance that this is also the right one. But I think I'm just going to find, like, the end here soon. But my RNG did not hold up very soon, so sadly. Sadly, my RNG, yeah.
My search continues.
Okay, let's go. Yes. I like how it asks you if you want to do that or not. It's like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to try this? And you're like, yeah, sure, why not? Okay, let's hope this is the last one, because I am approaching the dangerous first episode time.
That creature must die. Not yet.
Okay, what do you mean not yet? Oh, okay. Oh, that's my invulnerability one. Sorry, I changed the ability. And I'm sitting here trying to click it for another reason. Oh, apparently this person is a pretty legendary person because they got their little named title there at the bottom there. I would say whenever you see somebody named like that, and it says like you've engaged them, that's when you know that you're fighting somebody important. I don't know if it does it for the actual like people you're like the named people that are not like unquest related, because like the quest related main people, I'm unsure if it does it for them or not. So like if it starts saying you've encountered the Skeleton King or whatever, I have to like I have to pick basically people that it's told me about that I know I'm gonna kill, because I don't want to like just start naming off random ones, because then there's the off chance that I'll just have this huge spoiler about something. But I know most of them that you have to fight that are like actual bosses. But the Skeleton King is one, so in case you were doubting me actually fighting them, because of him showing up and trying to beat the crap out of Deckard Cain, me basically saying that I need to kill him, and all those other things, we're actually going to try and kill him. Which, if the game's going to continue, we're going to have to kill him. Alright, so, let's see if we can find it. I mean, seriously. Oh, man. Yeah, it's probably... Nope. Nope. Is it not up here? Might not be. Oh, nope, there's another path. Okay, so we chose wrong. We chose incorrectly. Chose poorly. See, I engaged a carry-on bat.
Nothing stops the Crusade.
Okay, cool, cool. Oh, wait, I need that. That's not what I want. Passive skill. Ooh, what? I get a passive skill? What's that do? With one-hand weapon, your attack speed is increased by... Ooh! Oh, well, first of all, only have a one-handed weapon, so... I think that's just obvious that I should take that. I'm level 10. I'm going to point that out, that I'm already level 10. Probably because the early levels go by so fast. But, you know, in the meantime, we're going to just dance around here. Oh, man. I think the Crusader's a very, team player type guy. Which, by the way, this game is also able to be played with, like, tons of other people. Like, up to 8, I think, in, like, a single game. So it's a very, some of the characters are more team-oriented than others. Like, I think this guy's a team-oriented guy, but they all, like, do good by themselves. Like, none of them are, like, exclusively, like, if you don't have a teammate, it doesn't work. Yep, this is where it is. You find a defiled level 2. You find a level 2, usually you're in the right area. Usually you're in the right area, because they have a set level 2. This is a set area, by the way. This level thing is a set... Oh, there we go. Yep. Hello, Mango Ball. You look delightful. And that's how you become immune to damage for a little bit. Oh, there's a... First of all...
The unburied are formed from human corpses that were flung
Legendary
into
home.
mass graves without a proper burial. This hideous amalgamation of bodies decomposes together into one being, bound by some foul magic. For all my knowledge, I could only flee from it. And I would expect any other sensible person to do the same.
Yeah, well, you know, sensible, I am not. I'd like to point that out, that I'm not a sensible person. The Chancellor's... What?
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Hey, you wanna know something funny? This is his, grandpa or whatever, who just told me I'm not allowed to bring this monster back to the world, even though I'm trying to kill him. And instead of, talk it out, I'm going to beat the crap out of him. Instead of being like, oh, you know, we shouldn't do this. Let's talk this out. Let's make a solution here. It's like, no, we must kill them. Town portal. Hey, I got a town portal now.
I need to go back.
That's a good enough stopping point as anything. I'd say that's the easiest stopping point in the entire game right there, using a town portal. Goodness gracious.
You found the crown.
You bet I did.
Truth be told, I didn't think you'd make it back alive.
Oh, you're welcome.
Ah, it needs repair. Should be no problem.
Yeah, sure. Go do it. I'm gonna go identify this. And it just starts identifying everything.
New as the day it was placed
Oh
upon the
my
Black
goodness.
King's head. I need something more than making space to occupy
Oh
my
my
I want
goodness.
my life to mean
Oh, that's
Join my crusade.
that's
The
ironic.
work is hard, the rewards are few, and you'll likely die.
That does sound meaningful and awful.
Yeah.
Well, at least you'll travel to interesting places.
Oh
I
my
have
gosh.
good news. Your apprentice has fallen.
Ah, the fool boy never listened to
Yeah,
me.
I know.
But he was a good lad for all that. I thank you, Crusader.
Okay, first of all, I just want to start with this. There's random generated loot, right? And so, blacksmith's belongings.
My
Let's read this
dearest
letter.
Heydrich, do not feel despair, my love. You did everything you could. Our time together meant more than words can say.
Oh,
But
okay.
in the end, fate is a cruel mistress.
That's true.
Your strength is needed to end the horrors that beset this world. My final wish is that you find your path. Love always. Mira.
Okay. Okay, I just want to say something. So, you get randomly generated loot, right? And I just randomly generated Leoric's crown in the Leoric crown quest. That doesn't normally happen. So, for those who are thinking, "Oh yeah, it makes sense that you got Leoric's crown, you know, that's what you were going after the whole time." No, this is not the quest item here. This isn't the quest item. This is, quite frankly, a random generated loot that just happens to be the exact item I was getting. So, hey, look, you can see my face now. You can see Leoric's crown on me. Whoa. What a good time. Well, that's enough for today. I will pick this up. Well, actually, not for this episode, truly. I'll pick this up next time. Until then, have a good time, and we will continue on with how to stop the Skeleton King. Till then, have a good day.